Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I post ballet and fitness related videos every single Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And if you're also new, you may as well hit subscribe. This morning I had a class from 8:30 till 9:30. I'm gonna go on a walk with Elsa to the post office. It's been a minute since I vlogged. I don't think I vlogged in about a week, and I keep saying that in all of my vlogs just because I have been kind of taking a step back from vlogging and, you know, putting my all into my teaching, putting my all into other content creation instead of just long form content. But ooh, I almost fell the bathtub there. I am back to vlogging today. It's Monday, February, oh my gosh, I don't know the date, the 27th, I think it's the 27th. I went to a dance competition this weekend, so I didn't get to sleep in, unfortunately, this morning, despite having a long weekend, but that's totally fine. I'll catch up on my sleep tonight, I'm sure. I'll pass out right after all of my classes, but right now I'm gonna go to the post office. I haven't even brushed my teeth, washed my face, or done anything this morning because I literally rolled out of bed before I taught classes and got into like sweatpants and a top. It's been that kind of a morning, so let's go on a walk. Do you wanna go on a walk? Steven cleaned up the house a lot this weekend, which I'm so appreciative for because I was not around, and it's nice that he got everything clean. And do you want to go on a walk? Okay, let's go. So it's already past 2 o'clock. I have a class at 3. It's actually 2:30. So I'm just doing my makeup now. I'm gonna do I'm doing my skincare and then makeup. I'm just gonna film some TikToks before I teach. My next class is actually from 3 to 5. It's a 2-hour long class. And then 5 to 6, 6 to 7, and 7 to 8, or 8:30 if we're running late. So I didn't do anything this morning except for teach my first class, walk Elsa, get back home. I called my best friend and I cooked lunch. I'm anticipating not great weather tonight too. So I cooked a lot more for lunch. So we had something for dinner just because we A, can't go out, and B, it's probably gonna be cold and we might have some power outages, it looks like. At least the wind is going to pick up, so I'm just prepared for that. I'm gonna put some moisturizer on. I just posted a sponsored video, so that was also most of my morning because I just wanted to make sure everything went live okay and everything went smooth because I'm always stressing about everything. I'm even stressing because I'm supposed to have a video go out for YouTube tomorrow because I post every single Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, but I have no content to put out, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might just repost a TikTok. I also haven't had coffee today, so maybe that's why I'm not productive. We are out of coffee completely. I made an order for an espresso, but it hasn't arrived yet, or if it has, it would have arrived after I went to the post office, which is just my luck, but I don't have time to get it now, and that's okay. I'm just gonna do a light face of makeup because I'm teaching from 3 until 8:30 today, and I don't think I'll be sweating that much, but just in case I am, I'll just do a little bit just to, you know, even out the skin tone. I genuinely haven't been doing a lot of makeup if I'm not leaving the house. I've actually been doing like no face makeup Mondays pretty much, but I just do like practicing and using some of my new things that I purchased at Sephora, such as this Ilia cheek and lip tint in the shade, I think it's called Lady or Ladybird. It's in the shade Ladybird. It's my favorite for sure. I know I put a lot on, but I like having a lot of blush on. It makes me feel more feminine. I'm currently binge watching The Perfect Match. It's so good, but so bad. Like, I love a good villain, don't get me wrong, but usually I fall for the villain a lot more. Like, I do like Christine Quinn from Selling Sunset, but Francesca is actually annoying me. But at the same time, she's kind of making me like her more after episode 6 and 7. I didn't love her in episode 4 when she, you know, spoiler alert, dumped Dom for, somebody said on TikTok, Toby from The Office lookalike, which is true. Damien is that. And I'm not trying to be mean, he actually does look like him. But I like Dom a lot more, but I actually did like Damien in the last couple of episodes. He seemed really genuine and he seemed to offer some really good advice to Shane because Shane was going through it after Chloe wasn't picking him. I mean, respectfully so, Shane's not my cup of tea either, you know, she's gotta listen to her heart. But I don't know, I do like watching reality TV in the day. It's something light, something I don't have to think about. I'll watch something more serious in the evenings, but for the daytime, I love watching reality TV. It's funny how different reality TV is now because Back in the day of TLC, remember we used to watch things like For Weddings, or at least I did, and I used to watch not only that, but Say Yes to the Dress, all those types of shows. And now all the shows are like drama, drama, drama. I mean, those shows had a lot of drama too, Dance Moms and things like that. I feel like these shows have so much more drama and it's so entertaining. I love this mascara. I'm going to add a little bit of contour. I thought about doing foundation, but because I am working online today, I just don't need that much coverage. I just want to kind of bring out my skin tone a bit more. I don't really need to even it because I'm pretty sure Zoom does like this filter thing. Because every time I go on Zoom, my face looks so evenly textured and evenly colored, I guess. So I opted out of foundation, but because I work in this city tomorrow, I'll probably use my new Maybelline Superstay Hybrid Powder Foundation. It's super lightweight, which is really nice, but I'm just gonna go with this today. Something easy because I don't have that much time. I'll do more of a full makeup look tomorrow because that's when I go in person. That's about that. I'm gonna take out my hair, well, at least just this thing. I'm gonna film some TikToks and catch you guys in a bit, I guess. I thought about doing a ballet class this morning, but my body was telling me to rest, and I listened to my body as well as my brain because this weekend was a long one for us in this household. So I rested, rejuvenated, and I'm gonna do a ballet class tomorrow for sure. It's Tuesday today, and what was that? That was not English. I didn't get to vlog much last night just because Monday evenings I'm pretty busy and packed with my schedule. I teach from like 2 o'clock until 8:30, so I didn't get to vlog much, but Steve and I had dinner and watched The Last of Us, which if you guys haven't watched it yet and you're a little bit older, absolutely watch it. It's so, so good. It's based on a video game. It's Chef's Kiss, such a good show. On that note, since it's Tuesday, I have a little bit of free time before I teach at 1, and then I'm teaching this evening at the studio at, I wanna say 4:30 to 9 or something like that. So I'm gonna do a bit of a ballet class. I'm gonna go have breakfast first though because I'm pretty hungry. And then I'm gonna go to the post office because I have coffee. Funny story. Remember how yesterday I was like, we don't have coffee. I didn't have coffee all day, only to figure out that Steven had coffee because there's a stash of coffee in the cabinet that I didn't know about. So that was silly of me, but I'm glad I found it this morning because I really needed that hit of caffeine. Anyways, I'm gonna go have my breakfast and then dance. I just got my donor card in the mail, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna go put this in my wallet now. You left my pointe shoes in my car, and I know for a fact they're going to be way too cold to wear this morning, so I'm just gonna wear flat shoes. And since I'm going to the studio today, if there's nobody there, I'll probably wear my pointe shoes and do some pointe work there, but I'm gonna wear my flat shoes because I've only worn them a handful of times during my classes, and very similar to pointe shoes, also so much fur because we were just cuddling with Luna for the past half hour. Similar to pointe shoes, my ballet slippers need to be a little bit broken in. They just don't feel comfortable to my foot yet, so I'm gonna do a ballet bar in my flat shoes. I haven't done that in a while. I feel like because I haven't had flat shoes in so long, I didn't purchase them for so long, I put it off. I have only been wearing pointe shoes doing a bar, which isn't a bad thing. Like, I genuinely like wearing pointe shoes better than flat shoes. I just feel more inspired, I guess is the right word. So we'll see how this goes today in flat shoes. The benefit of doing bar in flat shoes is that I can do a lot more things that I can't do in pointe shoes yet, such as things in releve pretty much, because pointe shoes, let's be real, it's harder to do bar in pointe shoes with like fondue, frappe, you have to rise up on pointe on one foot, which I'm just not that strong enough yet. You guys will probably notice a lot of my bar that I do even in pointe shoes is flat, just because I don't have the ankle strength that I used to have, right? So this is my outfit of the day for my ballet class, and I think I'm gonna do a Maria Korova class. I haven't done one of her classes in a while, and I'm feeling inspired after teaching my students yesterday and this morning, so I'll go do that. I actually opted to do a Catherine Morgan bar just because I really like her style and it's really comfortable and familiar. I used to do her bar during the pandemic, and it's something that really helped me get into shape after I was injured and had to take a long time off. I actually had a stress fracture in my femur, if you didn't know already, which is very close to your hip. It is part of your hip joint, and my hip was just not doing well. It was not in its prime time of its life, so I had to take quite a few months off. I actually had a stress fracture in both hips, in my left hip and then my right, which was really, really painful. The first time I had my stress fracture was back when I was in Romania, and I had to take up to like 3 or 4 months off, and then when I came back to Canada, I pushed myself too hard and I wasn't correctly turning out from the tops of my hips and actually using my deep external rotators. So that's something I'm really mindful of now. So I'm really trying not to force my feet, start from the top of my legs. As you can see, I'm kind of taking it slow with this class. Although these exercises a lot of the time were to be repeated on the same side twice, I just did it once on each side, or even just en dehors and then did the other side en dehors. So I did both sides equally, but I'm just trying to ease back into ballet. I don't even lift my legs that high because I'm really trying to work on my external rotation versus just forcing it from the feet and the knees, just because I want to keep my dancing healthy and I want to be able to dance into my 80s. Ever since becoming a ballet teacher, I have never paid so much attention to detail, especially when it comes to the actual structure of my body when I'm dancing. Like when I was a professional, I just used to whack my legs out and try to yank them up and try to force my turnout. And now that I see my students, I have to do the same to myself, you know, turn out from the tops of the hips, keep my shoulders stacked on top of my hips, belly button to spine. All these corrections that I give to my students day in and day out, I try to apply to myself as well because it's useful for everybody and everybody can always work on something, you know. That's what I love so much about ballet, that there's never any sense of perfection. You will always have something to work on in ballet is what I'm trying to say. We got so much snow, but I'm gonna drive down to the post office just because I have class in an hour and I don't think I'll walk and make it back there in time. So I'm gonna go brush off the snow in my car and then drive down to the post office, grab my coffee. I saw the amount of snow and I decided against shoveling and all that because that'd probably take twice as long. So I'm just gonna do the dishes because we have a lot. I wasn't home all weekend and there's a lot of dishes we gotta do. So I'm gonna do the dishes and cook some lunch so that I don't have to cook it after my class because I'm gonna leave early, run a couple errands before I go to the studio for 3:30. I've also got to finish The Perfect Match because my Netflix is going to end today.
Today, like me, Chloe, I don't know what it's gonna.
I am just getting ready to go on the road to my parents' house. I'm gonna do a little bit of makeup. I wanted to leave a lot earlier than now because I have class at 3 and it's currently 12:30. It looks like I'll actually be closer to being at the door around 1 or 1:30, which gives me an hour to get there, or at least half an hour because her house isn't actually that far from my house. It's maybe a half-hour drive. We'll probably get there around 2, and then I'm teaching from 3:15 until 4:30. So yeah, that's pretty much my day. It's a pretty easy day, but I'm just prepping for the dance competition because it's tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., meaning I have to leave my mom's house at 7:30 because she lives half an hour away from the venue. I live an hour, which isn't that much of a difference, but I also haven't seen my mom in a while, so it'll be nice to hang out with her. And then I'm teaching tomorrow night at the studio I work at the same time as usual, which is 3:30 until about 9 o'clock. So yeah, I should be using a wet beauty blender as well. I'm pretty hungry, but we have like no food in the house. I'm just gonna make a quick sandwich or something and then be on my way. Oh my goodness, I cannot do makeup today for the life of me. I feel like I'm just... My dark eye circles are really bad too lately because I've not been getting enough sleep. Maybe I'll choose a finger for this. That's better. So yeah, I know my vlogs have kind of been all over the place, but honestly, that's also just been my life. My life has not been like very stable, I guess. I've been here, there, and here a bunch. So I'm just taking you guys along with me as many times as I actually remember, because I used to be so good at vlogging. Like in January, I was so good. I was vlogging daily, and now that competition season is actually here, I have been the worst at vlogging. But I think while I'm at my mom's house, I'll edit this vlog, which is going to be kind of a short vlog, and then I'll post a stretching video sometime this weekend. I love being busy. I'm not somebody who actually loves having a very simple life. Like I think even if I did this full time, like just did YouTube or something one day, which I don't think I could do, but what I'm trying to say is if I did this one day, just YouTube, I would be so bored out of my mind. I know there's a lot that goes into it, and especially if you do it full time. You know, you have meetings for brand deals and editing constantly and filming. I get that it's busy. I just need to actually be moving. Like I need to drive here, drive there, and just feel like I did a lot in the day. And I love how dance is like that. The dance world is always moving. There's nothing that's gonna be sitting at a computer staring at screens. Even though this morning that's kind of what I did. I taught for an hour and then I worked at my computer a little bit because I was ordering dance costumes, but that's actually really fun. I was picking out all these cute little tutus and all of these cute leotards for the little kids. So I teach on Saturdays, like I've told you guys before, and the Saturday kids are like the cutest. Okay, I've done enough makeup. at least go home, teach online, and then run some errands. I'm gonna go pack up my stuff now and leave in the next half hour, have some snack before I leave because I'm pretty hungry. I just got to my mom's house, so I'm gonna unpack a couple of things. I think she's bringing me back some sushi for lunch, and then I'm gonna be teaching. Currently at the mall, and I just got this cute headband. I actually went down to another store and took a wrong turn, so I'm back at the mall again because I couldn't turn around on the highway. Rude. So I'm back at the mall. Anyways, very disorganized today. These are pretty cute. When I got back from running some errands, I came home and I got some takeout. I also had the sushi left over from lunch that my mom got for me, and we had these delicious vegan donuts. Can you believe everything in this box is vegan? There was this delicious donut that I had that was like this chocolate glazed raspberry flavored donut and this Oreo cream one. They were both so delicious, and that's my key to happiness, because if your heart wants something, go for it. If you want that dang donut, go for it. Don't feel guilty about it. Live, laugh, love. Have a great rest of your day. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that. Let me know in the comments down below what you want to see next. I'm gonna go. Bye. Thanks for watching, and yeah, stay safe. Bye now.